Season 4 of Shoresy saw a major shift in Shoresy's career path, but that change opened the door for the return of two fan-favorite characters from Letterkenny now that the original Canadian comedy has ended. The latest season of Shoresy didn't feature the Sudbury Blueberry Bulldogs in action, but the events that unfolded led to Shoresy finally agreeing to formally coach the team. It remains to be seen how that impacts his relationship with the players, or with his presumed co-coach Sanguinet, but it will almost certainly shift how Shoresy conducts himself during Bulldogs games. While the first 3 seasons focused on the players that Shoresy and the Bulldogs squared off against as villains, the new season could see that dynamic shift. Given that Shoresy is now a coach, it would make sense for his main antagonists to no longer be players on the ice, but perhaps other coaches or team owners. With that in mind, there is a perfect opportunity for Shoresy to reintroduce characters from Shoresy's legendary past in Letterkenny, and in a way that's more than just fan service. The hockey players Rayleigh and Shoresy represented one of the key perspectives from the small farm town in Letterkenny, along with the Hicks and Skids. While they were occasionally at odds with Jared Keesow's Wayne and the other Hicks, they were more often than not sub-protagonists in the show, especially as time wore on, and the lines began to blur between the groups more often. At every turn, though, they were antagonized by Keesow's Shoresy, who never showed his face, but constantly berated the two hockey players, either from behind a bathroom stall door or with his back turned. Rayleigh and Shoresy are played by Dylan Playfair and Andrew Hare, respectively. Both actors played junior hockey growing up, and actually played together on a recreational team with future Letterkenny actors Nathan Dales, Daryl, and Tyler Johnston Stewart. With Shoresy now coaching the Bulldogs, there is a window for Rayleigh and Shoresy to wind up coaching against Shoresy and fold the two characters back into the show in a limited role. They already have coaching experience from their time coaching the Letterkenny Shamrockettes women's hockey team, so it isn't a stretch to believe they parlayed that into a coaching gig in the NOSAO or elsewhere. Shoresy and Letterkenny can and should avoid too much crossover to remain separate shows, but the opportunity for Shoresy to break down Rayleigh and Shoresy again is too good to pass up. The relationship between Shoresy, and Rayleigh in Letterkenny was one of the most laugh-out-loud elements in a show full of them. So much so that Jared Keesow kept the gag going in Shoresy. The endless string of jokes about Shoresy sleeping with Rayleigh and Shoresy's moms have continued, only with 2 new targets. Liam and Corey, 2 of the players that Shoresy referees for in his spare time. Keesow seemingly isn't out of material through 12 seasons of Letterkenny and 4 seasons, so far, of Shoresy, so it seems unlikely that gag ends anytime soon. However, instead of just bringing Rayleigh and Shoresy back to act as targets for Shoresy's chirps again, it would be interesting to see them get the upper hand on him for once. As coaches, they could beat Shoresy and essentially render his insults null and void. There's no greater insult than scoreboard, after all. It would only be fitting that Shoresy eventually triumphs over them or makes them cry via chirps again. But either way, their return could be an entertaining new element to the show. There are definitely other opportunities to bring back Letterkenny characters in Shoresy, like Rayleigh and Shoresy, but it's important that if a cameo or character return occurs, it serves an actual purpose to the show's overarching story. Including someone like Squirrely Dan or Tanis in the stands at a Sudbury Blueberry Bulldogs game, for example, would be little more than fan service and could really only come across as awkward. However, if the character has a legitimate reason to be in Sudbury and around the Bulldogs, then it could be worth it for fans of both shows. JG Frankie JJ and Anik Archambault both folded in naturally into the story, and like Rayleigh and Shoresy, Mark Forward's character known only as Coach could make for a natural and entertaining foil for Coach Shoresy. His trash can-kicking intensity and experience coaching senior hockey would be a natural fit in the show, as would his history with Shoresy. It's important that Letterkenny and Shoresy maintain their unique identities, but some characters simply make sense to cross into the spin-off.